That's Have I ever talked about the fight I had with my stepdad about pizza?
No.
Sick.
That's
We are,
such a
like-
funny. That's
maybe we
such a
could
funny
close it.
prompt. No,
This will be a
you
heater
haven't.
of an episode. This might push us into 2 hours episode, but I'll tell this story.
Okay.
Bring it.
Because it just this whole conversation.
Have I ever told you about the fight I had with my stepdad about pizza?
Yeah. Okay. So, no, I mean, it's like a funny thing, right? But it's like, it reminded me of it because we're kind of talking about like little unwritten rules and faux pas
Yeah.
and also like food code. Like,
Yeah.
is burger unacceptable to bring in the airplane? I think it's like better because it's contained. I think a plate is what pushes it
It's
into
a
like,
more
okay, you're eating a meal
portable
here.
Plate's
food.
insane.
Blah, blah.
Plate's insane.
It's all these things that like, they're not written down. There's no true code, but maybe you just know it, maybe you
Yeah.
don't. Blah blah. Like it reminded me of this fight, which was really bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like I could tell being like so.
Whoa.
Dude, it was really bad.
No,
Yeah.
it was like bad. Like it was bad. Not like, but it was one of those fights. I had a lot of these fights with him where it was like, for me, it was like funny for most of it, you know.
And then it gets to
But he's like going
Yeah.
like.
Do you like him
bananas.
generally?
No, so he's no longer in the picture.
Oh, I see. Okay,
You know?
okay.
So ex
So-
stepdad.
Yeah, and like to be clear, not even legally married, but it was one of those like, is there a name? Like
Mom's boyfriend isn't enough.
when they live
Yeah.
together and it's like, you know,
Right.
that extreme, it's like beyond
Yeah.
boyfriend's an inappropriate word.
When you're complaining about your ex, you're complaining about your ex stepdad.
Yeah. Like it just
That
doesn't
sucked.
We're talking about like old people. But anyway, so like this is like, dude, this is early into them seeing each other. Like my parents, I don't even think they're fully divorced.
How
yet.
old are you?
19, 20.
Okay.
So like, we're still at my childhood home, which my dad no longer lives in. We're selling it. It's like
Oh.
about to be gone, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm like back visiting for a little bit, but I'm just doing my thing. And big mistake, he was there for the weekend. Wild move. It like, I don't think it was, my mom wanted it to happen, just like happened that way. He was fucking staying in my childhood home, which I was already like,
No, that's weird.
I had to do a
Bad.
big gulp.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing like, took a lot of gulps
Yeah.
for my mom, you know, because I love my mom, and like I was fairly accommodating with
Sure.
like wild shit. So I knew it was coming, giant gulp. I was totally
Yeah.
cool with it. So it's even funnier like what broke the camel's back, you know. So I'm like fully doing my thing. I'm hanging out with my friends that like, you know, I have a bunch of friends there that didn't even go to college. You know, I still have like friends in our hometown, and I like come in. I'm hungry. I'm gonna order myself some pizza, which I'm paying for. My sister's kind of sitting
First
there.
of all, I'm fucking paying for it.
Mhm.
The Domino's is on me.
This is key to the story.
Okay.
Like I'm you know, I'm live on my own. I feed myself, you know. Like I'm not looking at them for dinner, and I'm going to get myself food. So I'm about to order a Lou Malnati's pizza, big Chicago deep dish.
Disgusting.
Too much for me. My sister's sitting there, also pretty much an adult. I think I asked her like, yo, would you want some of this? Like I'll order, I'm ordering pizza if you want something, blah, blah, blah. And like, he's off somewhere and his ears perk up, and I'm like, and he's like asking about the pizza and stuff. The phone's ringing now. Like, I'm about to place my order. Every time I get half cheese, half pepperoni. This man, like, all of a sudden this guy's like talking to me, and I'm like, I think I'm like, you guys can have some too if you want it. You know, I like mention it to the room.
Yeah.
So he's already like, his ears perked up. He wants some of this pizza, which is fine. He could have a slice. But he's like, so I'm ordering this pizza. I'm like, they know me at this place. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm going to do large, blah, blah, like half cheese, half pepper. And he's like whispering to me. I'm like, he's like, green peppers, like green pepper. I'm like looking at him. I barely know this guy. And I'm like, what? Like, you know, they're like, and they're on there like, what's your phone number, sir? And I'm like trying to tell them. He's like, green peppers, like green peppers. Like he's whispering. I'm like, dude. And I'm like, I hate green peppers on pizza. I'm thinking like, is this motherfucker trying to get me to add green peppers to my pizza?
Right.
Like,
Or did he want a separate pizza with the green peppers?
I didn't know any of this, you know? So I'm like,
This is something you tackle before the phone call starts.
Mm-hmm.
well, and by the way, and this is still my pizza.
It's
like,
still
this,
your,
I'm not
no,
ordering
this
this
is
for
your
anybody.
fucking show.
Like, I might let them have a
Yeah.
slice. I'm paying for this pizza. It's mine.
Well,
So, like-
I think was he offering to pay for it?
No. This is my,
I think we're
like,
gonna get there.
no, not offering to pay. Like, and even so, I would still, like, I wouldn't, like, let it become somebody else's pizza because they give me $25. Like I wanted my pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn,
he's balling. Bro.
I mean, I think that there's more happening here. It's about more than just the pizza.
This
absolutely.
is a classic power struggle.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely no. This is like, you can't gaslight me here because this is the funniest part about this fight is that this is purely pizza politics for me. This entire fight, and it'll keep going. So anyway, I'm back on the phone. Mostly, I'm like already just like, wait, it's weird. You know, don't like talk to somebody when they're on the phone. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
Is he like, he wasn't even talking to me about the pizza. Now he's trying to tell me green peppers. Is he asking me to add an ingredient for him? Like, I'm already like, I'm like wave him off. I'm like, dude, I'm not adding green peppers on my pizza. like like what? Like, I don't like them. And so I'm just like, I'm like, all right, yeah, that's good. Like I placed the order or whatever. And he's like, we get off the phone and he's like, kind of not really saying much. He's like, I'm like, were you asking for green peppers? And I'm like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, I just did cheese, like, because, you know, I'll just get cheese as standard. That's always, for me, that's always policy. If you're ordering for a group and somebody's like, I like mushrooms, I like bacon, I want pineapple, it's like, oh, we're going cheese.
The great equalizer.
Absolutely cheese.
A crowd pleaser.
Default.
A crowd pleaser.
Yeah. So I went default. Absolutely the move. Like, that's no question the move. And I don't like what transpired after that. I proceed with my day and I'm like waiting for this pizza. But like,
I proceed with my day.
Yeah, like,
I like
not a big deal.
There is like a look in your eyes.
100%. This is.
This is
like,
dude. This is like.
You.
Yeah.
No, it didn't like
hurt people.
This was like
people.
the first. Like it got so wild that it was like. So, what sucks is that I can't remember like.
For the listeners
what
at
happened
home,
in the
Jack
next-
is on the verge of tears.
Yeah, 100%.
Jack is
Jack's
literally
right hand
about to
is
cry.
shaking.
Oh.
No, this is a funny story to me, but
I don't think
this is actually I'm actually not mad about this.
This is very funny. It's Jewel.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember what happened. Like, you know, it's like I noticed there was things happening in the background. I probably went to go like play video games, but I think like I hear him like talking with my mom upstairs or something in like the voice where you're like, oh, they're having a. Is he upset about these peppers? I'm like, and I'm like giggling already. I'm like, dude, is he mad about the peppers? Mm-hmm. Like that's if he's mad about the peppers, that's wild. And so like they come downstairs
as a duo,
like,
show
up like duo. My mom has this look on her face,
Barack
like
and Michelle.
My mom has a face like she's hostage, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm looking at her, and my sister's there, and me and my sister are both baffled. And it's like this. I'm like, wait, like what? Like, are you? I was like picking apart. I'm like, are you mad that like I didn't put green peppers on my pizza because you like green peppers? And he's like, I asked, and it was like rude for you not to. I'm like, dude, I'm ordering myself a pizza. Like, I don't care that you like green peppers. Like, I defaulted to cheese. Like,
goddamn,
you know,
I don't care that you like green peppers.
Well, it's like my pizza. Like, you know,
whose pizza is it?
Mine, 100%.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you following? I mean, like,
I'm
ordering
following.
myself dinner.
I'm following. Are you following?
They have their own dinner plans.
Dude.
Like he wants green
Oh,
peppers
they
on
had
his
dinner plans?
They're dude. Like
they were
he's-
going out to dinner?
They're going to
Probably.
Wendy's. They're
Like,
going
yeah.
to Wendy's later.
Like we're not in the same age demographic. We're two separate groups of adults.
What is that?
We're not in the same age demographic.
Like
They're going to Outback later.
like we're in the same place, but we're not eating together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. Sure. We're
like-
just all in this under the same roof right now.
Like if your roommate has like his girlfriend staying over, you think you're gonna eat together? Like no.
No.
So
It's
like
not
this is
assumed.
separate dinners, and like so he starts like he's really like personally offended by this, and like keeps trying, like this thing escalates, and I literally like won't stop. I'm like purely staying in food politics. I'm like literally just
I'm not gonna let this get personal.
staying on message, like, and it just keeps getting funnier to me because I was like, he's getting more mad that I'm like insulting him in this way or whatever, and he's getting like yelling, like emotional, and I'm like calm as a cucumber. I'm like, I'm sorry, but when somebody's throwing out wild ingredients, you default to cheese. It's policy. Like this is every person knows this in the world. Like you always default to cheese. And I was like to my sister, I'm like, are you know this rule? You default to cheese. I was like, also, like, you're a third party. This is not even like you're a free slice getter.
You
like,
called this man a third party.
Third party in the
free
pizza.
slice getter.
You're
Yeah,
a
like-
free slice
I
getter.
mean, he's jumping onto my pie with no
Yeah.
money. Like he can have a free slice.
I
if he
like the
wants.
idea more of you telling this
Yeah.
adult to kick in 5 for the pie.
God
No, but
damn.
he's not. I didn't ask him
You
to kick
gotta-
in 5.
You're a free slice getter, and you're having sex with my mother.
You better give me $5 for this fucking pie, bro.
No, I didn't even though. That's the
hit
funny
me with the Abe Lincoln.
dude. So, like, it didn't even end there. I'll wrap it up.
God.
Like it just started getting more wild and like he started getting more mad to the point where like
he was the only person who was mad.
Oh, he was like when I say
Right?
mad, he's like
You weren't
Like
also
red-faced.
mad.
no, not at all. Like I'm like
We're both
right
giving
now?
us. We're
Not
both
now,
giving,
but I feel like there's some PTSD.
me and Chris are giving each
oh,
other
dude,
a
well,
real look.
I mean, of course. I mean, like this guy, like there's bad stories too. Later.
Oh, I see. Okay,
This
I
is the
understand.
first time I fought with him.
Oh, I see what
But
you
for
mean.
me, like this is like I've known him for like a week. Like this is like
oh man.
like first time hanging.
How
with
does
the
it
guy.
end?
yeah.
Like that's like that's another thing. Wild move for like a person you just
Well,
met.
he's supposed to be trying to win you over. Too.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like trying to throw. He's whispering green peppers.
He
Like
should
that's
be
wild.
He should be He should be on the phone.
Yeah.
Ordering a
He should be
pizza.
ordering
No,
you
he's
the
not. You
pizza.
shouldn't be
Yeah.
jumping in on the
As a
kid's
gift.
pizza. Yeah.
How does
Yeah.
it end?
So the funniest part was like, dude, I still cannot believe he's so mad. Like this is like, I'm like, dude, are you joking? Like you're like 58. Like you're mad about a slice. Like this is crazy. Like what? And so I think I literally thought they might be joking, and I'm like, I can't like have this fight with you guys. This is crazy. And I like
I'm not gonna do this with you right
yeah.
now.
No, I went. So I probably went in the basement or something, and then eventually.
You ate your pizza in the basement.
No, like-
Flipped on my Xbox and
No,
had
yeah,
a slice.
literally, like no. And then when I finally had to go get the pizza, the deep dish takes like 45 minutes, so
Of course.
time passes.
Yeah, it's thick.
So like I'm driving and I see this motherfucker like angrily walking by a lake. Like 5 blocks away
Take
by
a walk?
himself. He
He had
was
to take a
walking it off.
walk?
Walking it off pissed.
He's like, I have to raise this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You want to give me a slice of pizza?
Yeah, and then so like that's like pretty much the funny aspects of the story for me, like how insane that is. I do think it got like really sour because I think I was eating the pizza eventually with my sister, and he came back from that walk like mad. Like this is the genre. Like the whole thing for me is I'm like literally for me all it was like, dude, don't whisper green peppers in my ear.
That's where it begins and ends with you.
Yeah, like you can't like throw in a last minute like the orders. Once the phones go, like once
I
you're
agree.
on the
No,
phone,
it was an
the
audible. It
order
was an
is-
audible, and it wasn't his audible to call.
That was all pizza protocol for me. And
Fuck-
for him,
fuck
it was
him.
something else because he's
Yeah.
proven to be crazy
He
later.
wanted that smoke.
But
I love how much this story has molded you.
I can tell it's
Yeah.
deep seated.
well, that was like
deep-seated.
that's like for anybody whose parent has dated like a crazy person, like there's always early
Yeah.
signs.
That this is
For
gonna
me-
get. This is
Right.
gonna get ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, I mean for sure. The one thing is that like as far as like a stepdad type goes, like you could have really bad. He wasn't good, but like I mean he's a green pepper whisperer. Like
It can be worse.
oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
you can have an
like
abusive
like
stepdad.
I'm
Yeah.
not afraid of a guy whispering green peppers. Like that's
Annoying.
that dynamic stayed where it's
Right.
like he's in tears by a lake about green peppers, like so mad, and I'm like,
God.
dude, I don't know what to tell you, brother. Like,
Yeah.
Brother. Hey, brother. I don't know what to tell you about these peppers, man.
I mean, you want to talk green peppers. I want to talk Brian Peppers. Remember Brian Peppers?